to Lady Mary Beth. Copper engraved prints emerged the first half of the 15th century. I will share with you some of the favorites from my collection and ways that you can acquire them affordably and incorporate them into any home decor. This wonderful method of art is a great way to lend class and credibility to your home. Classical copperplate engraving was discovered in the 15th century by goldsmiths as they realized that their carved designs could be transferred to paper. And copper plates are taken, the design is carved, it's an intaglio process. Ink is poured into the grooves and that is reproduced on paper to create these lovely works of art. And many of them were hand colored at the time. The copper plate can be reused in the printing process, which makes it possible to produce pieces of art in much greater quantities than before. By the 16th century, Italian, Dutch, and Germans started producing intaglio art in print shops, which made the copper prints much more affordable. We are grateful to enjoy this art still today. This is an example of a copper engraved print that I acquired on eBay. It came by way of Dunbartonshire, England, and I paid $12.45. I still need to have it framed for a friend in Germany, and I'm sure I'll get to that before too long. This is Vauban. He was the court architect to Louis XIV, the Sun King, and this same print hangs in the War Office in London. It was created in 1835, which is actually long after his lifetime. But it gives us a nice memory of the man who helped to create a city that's important to my family, near where my husband grew up. And here is Mr. Vauban again, the court architect for Louis XIV, the Sun King, and I have featured him along with a map of Czar-Louis from 1680, and I think it tells a great story. This was a birthday gift for my husband for his 50th birthday, since it's near his town and where he went to school. So again, it's something personal to our family, and I encourage you to go on eBay and secondary market and just type in something, whether it's the Arc de Triomphe in Paris or something significant that you have enjoyed or admired, and you can bring meaning into your home. This is an example of a hand-colored print. This is also a map of the city of Czar-Louis, Germany, which at the time was French. This was a military installation, and it's quite a famous star in the shape that he designed the city with the Czar River flowing around it. I normally have this hanging in my bedroom. It's such a wonderful reminder of my husband's roots, and it adds interest to our home. This is an interesting piece that I found on eBay last year. This is the shield of the Duke of Kriechingen. This is the royal family that ruled over my husband's village in the 1600s. And we did a floating process for the framing with the plexiglass because of the brittle, valuable paper. We didn't want to affect that. It's museum quality framing. And then on the back, we have placed a little easel so that we can put that on our entry table in our home in Germany. So this will go over with me on the next trip. I became interested in copper engraved prints when I lived in Heidelberg, Germany in my college years. There was a print shop on Hauptstrasse that is still there, and I would buy botanicals that were hand colored and beautiful, and the castle in Heidelberg, and brought them home to my parents, and they had them framed and displayed them in their home. And on my trip last summer, I did go back to this same store in Heidelberg, and I purchased this that I intend to have framed. This is the Heidelberg Castle. So again, it's something meaningful for me that I would like to display in my home. And there are landscapes, botanicals, animals, castles. There's so many things available with the copper etched prints. It's not just something like this where it's a little bit more serious. You can find little clever items. And this is a castle called Borghof, and it's also in Germany. It's been in the same family since the 12th century for 33 generations. And I intend to have this framed as well. I acquired it on eBay. It was very inexpensive. The Heidelberg print was 130 euros. This was probably about $40 on eBay. And I'm very glad to have it because there are not too many of Borghofs. These two wonderful prints that I found at the Catholic Charity Guild in Houston are Italian cities, and I need to get my magnifying glass out to really look up more information. These are probably from the 1800s. They're beautifully framed, and they were in different parts of the store. I was glad to pair them together. They were $15 each. And that saved me a lot of money. The prints alone are worth more than that, and the framing is probably $150 a picture, and it's double matted. This was quite a find. And I also want to mention that when you find something that interests you, whether it's the black and white or hand colored, you can choose any matting or framing that fits your home. So as you see here, we have gold, we have black, we have the brown framing. You could make it any way you want to go with your decor. And it also makes a great gift. I encourage you for a special occasion to keep in mind someone's favorite destination, and you can honor them with a wonderful piece of history. I hope that you have enjoyed learning more about this wonderful lost art, and that you keep an eye out when you're shopping eBay or in an antique shop. You might find something of great value and add interest and beauty to your home. Get inspired to find simple ways to beautify your life and home decor. Thanks for joining Lady Mary Beth. Please hit like and subscribe. I hope to see you next time for more lifestyle tips.